Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels. Is there a language of angels that the apostle may have been aware of? Cambridge commented on this. The rabbis speak of the languages of angels. It is possible that St. Paul may be referring to this notion, but he himself also speaks in 2 Corinthians 12:4 of hearing unspeakable words whenever he was caught up into the third heaven and he actually saw heaven itself. And he says that he heard, while there, unspeakable words, which it is not lawful for a man to utter, when he was caught up to the third heaven. So it's possible that Paul may have heard these languages of angels. I think no doubt he did. But many have taken this and they've used it to justify the inability for people to translate their gibberish in church. They say, well, no man can understand this language because it's not a language of the earth, it's of heaven, it's an angelic language.
However, because an interpreter is divinely inspired, so long as the language exists, be it heavenly or earthly, the interpretation is still possible, necessary, even required.
But remember what Paul said about uttering angelic words, or the hearing of angelic words. Paul says it is not lawful for a man to utter such language. So even if you are uttering such angelic words from heaven, Paul says don't do that. And many of you may say, now look, in the very first verse, Paul speaks of having the tongues of angels, that he must apparently speak it. Go on to the second verse and you'll find he also says, and though I speak of all mysteries, were all mysteries revealed unto Paul? All mysteries now? Literally? He's speaking hyperbolically in this sense. He says, if I speak with the tongues of angels and of men, he's going to the highest, most exalted sense of tongues. Because remember, in the Corinthian church, they're all about speaking in tongues. He says, look, if I spoke in the greatest of languages, he says, if I have not love, I'm just a loud noise. To which we come to the first verse. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity, I am become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy, and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing.
We receive prayers of faith. We receive, sir, we receive words that are not our own. Berekesto, oleman gelema handelege, bo pofredino unkindashe, stelebero como blavadero.
Paul wrote, in the church I had rather speak 5 words with my understanding, than 10,000 words in an unknown tongue.